Yes?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, sir. Roger that, and very glad to hear it. I will make relevant changes to the report. Roger that. 10...
Hello, compatriote. You have something to discuss? Not.
Not actually, neither ostriches.
Not.
Not actually, neither.
Suit you.
Not actually, neither.
Suit yourself.
We were promised work.
The physically impressive man.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? We're in a good... Aye.
The man whispers.
Did it look...
His jaw is clenched and his quadruple chin is quivering with hatred. This is decades of hatred speaking right now.
You wanted us to relay all this information to her.
That this is a takeover? That I want a war? God, I hope you also told her about the drug trade. They absolutely hate getting their hands dirty with that. You can kill 1 million people, but if you do something the police doesn't like, well, then you're out of the yacht club. Goodbye, you inhuman fuck. No, Harry. What we have is real. We're working men. This here is real. Harry. I can't see into the future. We are all playing by ear on this planet. I had no idea she'd react so strongly. I did. I knew the negotiations would go better with police officers telling her horror stories from inside the harbour. It's scarier this way. Turns out it was a magnificent strategy. I never thought it'd so fundamentally fuck her up. Harry, I bugged her cabin. I bugged her whole boat. I had cameras surveying her boat. Hell, I even wanted to bug that thermal cap. But my boys advised against it.
They must have done it while Joyce was busy questioning the locals.
Not me personally. I had guys recording and processing this information for me. Hell no! They'd fuck it up. They can't do anything right. I mean my real boys. My special task force boys.
Where are these boys?
They sure as hell aren't hanging out in the open with beers in their hands for the cops to question. They're pros, Mr. Kitsuragi. No, Harry. What we have is real. Harry, you made a conscious decision to relay that information to her. You could have kept it for yourself. Against you? Oh, Harry, I'd like to think I used it for you.
It was interesting. No arguing against that.
Of course she did. Rich people have the best stories about all the interesting things they've done and seen, all the beautiful places they've been to. It's just sentimentalism. She can afford to be sentimental, and she can afford to lose as well. She's not insane. What did she tell you? No, she's not. She's a sentimental alcoholic. They all are. Never take a drop and you'll be 8 laps ahead of those upper-class winos. Just like old Mr. Clare here. Try it. You'll be a real super detective. I can see that, Harry. Alcohol has left its marks, but you're doing better than when I first saw you. Rich man is shitting himself. The working class sober. What was always going to happen? We take the harbour and she fucks off to Ozon, uncorks a bottle of wine, calls her partners, and says they need to distance themselves from this nasty business before the big shit spinner splashes everyone. Only difference is the Union doesn't have to lose 2,000 men to machine gun fire. Harry, when I need to tell people, I might as well do it myself. That's why I like initiative, and inspiring initiative. It's more natural that way.
And safer too. You never know who you can trust.
You knew something big, and you wanted to see what happens when you tell someone. So you told her. Anyone who's ever been close to power will tell you, inside information is the sweetest thing in the world. It's better than money, it's better than pussy. Money only makes you special for some salesmen. Pussy only makes you special for yourself. Information makes you special for all mankind. It's the ticket to history. Right on, Harry. What you did was participate in history. When history calls, you have to pick up. You had no choice. None of us ever do. A hard disco cop like you, I knew you weren't one to resist temptation.
You know what, Detective? I am going to leave this out of my report, and I suggest you leave it out of yours too.
Just look at the three of us. The 3 careless boyaderos. Good times, good times. Okay. Hell yes it is. Now there's a whole lot of work to do. For me and for you. I suppose there was a reason you came here, so let's get to it. What can I help my best friend and comrade with today? My. She's quite the looker, Harry. You can't imagine how pleased I am the two of you are reunited. Tell me, was it difficult to convince the pigs to give it up? I knew you could handle it. I know my special policeman. Anyway, I'm glad you're all right and armed again, Harry. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you? Fanny. That doesn't ring any bells, Harry.
Fanny. She was trying to set up a narcotics operation in the old church on the coast.
Oh, that a cell. Yes, I do seem to remember sending a pretty young thing down there to liven up the place. Get some hypnotic music in there. Amphetamine lab? That sounds very immoral and debauched. Frankly, a health risk. But what do I know about kids these days? The music they listen to, the drugs they do while they listen to that music?
It sounds to me like you are trying to start an amphetamine lab in the district. And you're using some delinquents you found God knows where to set it up and run it for you.
Found God knows where? That a cell is the daughter of Miko the kebab, a man who once killed a guy with a kebab. I think a daughter of a man who killed a man with a kebab can handle running a little nightclub, don't you? Maybe it was Bogovir. Or Jakub. I think it might have been Conrad. A nightclub? Harry, I'm an old-fashioned guy. After work, I like to listen to some rock and roll music and have a non-alcoholic lager. Nightclubs don't interest me. But here I am, talking about myself, when you have much more important things going on. Tell me, Harry, how can I help you?
The door seems to be locked, conclusively. A rusting control panel with several knobs. The words marsh. The crane does not return to its original position. No screech of metal when you push the button this time. Only silence as the This is the night watch.
Is this a, I don't,
A colourful display of
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles.
Make way for the master poet. Nope. Some of the other...
Hey, isn't he, like, smoking right now?
Okay. But this is my last...
Are you sure you don't already have lung cancer?
It's like
Going on strike with...
anything else. Us lorry drive. Not my thing.
What's bet? He tries his best. The girl child.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
She's just...
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
It's because of the pair. He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in it. And this woman has spent time in the pair. A lot of time.
Some of them are like home to me now. I would say the routes I drive are usual to me. Lomonosov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatolia Magistral, U41A. At Estradas do Mirador, all the good ones, the deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly. You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions, just chips in the sandstone. They look pretty ancient.
Where? There? Those are old. Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
The worn and
Oh, sorry, officer. Yes? What about René?
Strange how old
Yeah,
We are
It is... Yes? Yes, we all got...
we are both
It is what I just done.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme. Hi again, gendarme.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy, all about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Bye-bye, gendarme. Hi again, gendarme.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes. This sexual thing seems interesting. Ask around. Become involved. Just pointing it out. We're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up.
The homosexual underground? Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate? Oh, it's a pleasure group. A Sub Rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night. Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life. Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Rebishol have to hold on to, the true symbols of security. The meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore. But do you also like the razzle-dazzle of gold? Do you like parties and discos and having fun under the vibrant lights of Saturday night? Because instead of the traditional family unit, we're going to have all this razzmatazz. And mysteries, of course, too. Mysteries of sexual nature, very esoteric. And disco music and drugs. Because instead of the traditional family unit, we're going to have all this razzmatazz. And mysteries, of course, too. Mysteries of sexual nature, very esoteric. And disco music and drugs. You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed. I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look. Do think about it, officer. Absolutely wonderful.
A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasme érotique afterwards. It may be 20 hours or more, but that would be on your own time.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod. He looks, shrugging is an international sign for. He smiles. It's almost like the machine. You clearly
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again? Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
Nothing happens. There is a mass of droplets above the planetary body, colorless, merging into one another. The sky is low and cold. You hear the distant murmur of motor connections somewhere south of here. That is all.
Silence, officer. Wouldn't have thought you the silent type.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an old toothbrush, and there it is, the orange sun wearing blister pack. You feel almost nostalgic for it. The lieutenant looks toward the door as if he didn't see you pilfer that sweet prep tide. He did, though. He totally did, and now he thinks less of you. Should have kept it sub rosa. Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff thinks? Here comes the up. It's speed, man.
Yes? What about me? What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
I can't.
The lieutenant, we all. You're super lucid.
Good. Let.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. The bed is still. The window stands bright. The morning.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
I'm not getting involved in this.
Okay. Oh, it's not even...
It's an urban.
Okay, yeah.
Neither can I.
Yes? What is it? Yes, I called you by your name. What a god. Everybody knows your name.
Shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
Those.
These are all first-rate sunglasses.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer.
You find the box.
Economical. Everything's still cool here, officer. Me?
This man probably comes from Seagull.
Very cool.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on patting the gnarled. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the... As you tap...
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights.
Your fingers waste no time closing around that. You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics. After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Do what you will with it. Of course it's only in your head. Of course it is, but it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gently squeezing back. You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics. Of course it's only in your head. Of course it is, but it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gently squeezing back. The smell of I'm good. At the bottom of the sea. So strange. The machine is not on the bottom of the sea at all. It's right in front of you, well kept. Wide, the handle is pulled in the cabin. You see